my wonderful subscribers out there, guys. This is your girl Destiny. I am back. You know, guys, I've been working on this series, a mini series titled Who is This God? And I have been working on this, and I just know that the Creator does not want me to procrastinate with getting this topic out there. So I thought maybe I was going to do one today, maybe whenever I do another one, but he's really been coming down on me. Now, this is a topic that I really do not want to do. I try to stay away from this topic because there's so many people out there. They always want to voice their opinions. They want to fight with you. They want to argue with you because you speak how you believe. You speak what you think is right for you. And that's a topic I try my best to get away from. But these things stays within my heart because I feel a lot of remorse and animosity about me, especially from a lot of people that I used to know. Now that I'm not doing what they're doing or serving the things that they're serving, it's kind of been crazy. That's why I'm telling you people, this topic is not for debating. It's not for being argumentative. It's not for building this platform so you can sit out there and hate people or send out hate messages. I'm not doing any of that. So if that's what you come here to do, please hit the off button and return and go back and do what you know that you like doing. Or go listen to whatever that you choose to listen to. This is not a part of what this video is about. It's about knowledge, information, getting wisdom and getting understanding so we can know more about so many different things in life than just what people always put in front of us and say, this is it. This is how much I feed you and all that kind of stuff. My people, let me go. Now, my people, I love you guys and I thank you for those who have been participating with me in this topic. And I think you all have been so graceful and kind and polite. And if anyone out there is your first time coming to my YouTube channel, my name is Destiny. My YouTube channel is Destiny Forever Walks. And hey, you got a personal invitation to come in and join me on my YouTube channel. Sit down and watch this video. I have a four-part mini-series going on. I did mini-series 1, mini-series 2, mini-series 3. Today, I am back again with the final conclusion of this series. Yes, mini-series 4. So if this is your first time, watch those videos. Everybody out there, watch the first 3 so you can catch up to where I am today. And let's get started. The final part of this topic, who is this God? And this part would be called the greatness of God. And this is mini-series 4. This may take a little longer myself. I'm telling you right now because, like I said, I want to make sure I'm giving it to you thoroughly, precisely, and I want to make sure it's clearly understood. So I'm taking my time, my people. Okay, so let's jump into this right now. This is the conclusion. Go back and pick up part 1 of the series, part 2, part 3, so you can bring you up to where I am today. I cannot go back too much information. So I got to start here. The conclusion, the greatness of God, mini-series 4. Now listen, people. The whole Bible, from the tremendous words of Genesis chapter 1 to the last verse of the book of Revelation. That's the last book of the Bible. It gives voice to the infinite greatness and the majesty of God. Then the 147th song says this: great is our God and mighty in power. His understanding is infinite. And like I said, I'm going to speak on scriptures and things that I have been taught through my Christian walk in Christianity. I'm going to talk about things that I was taught from my parents, things that I learned on my own by my reading the Bible and doing other kinds of reading for more understanding. But I don't get understanding now. I know from people, from man. You know, I can hear what man has to say, but it can point me into the direction that I know the Creator may be calling me. But your true information and knowledge is within you, people. And you got to go to the divine source, the creator of all this information. He has all the wisdom, the knowledge, and he will give you totally, fully understanding, because he says, any man or woman like wisdom, let him ask of him. And he will give it to you, and he will not withhold it from you. So in my Christianity, I was taught a lot of things. I didn't go outside of what the pastors taught me, the leaders of the church taught me, my parents taught me, the community leaders that taught me. I just believe for everything. But the Creator has shown me now a totally different, more deeper level of who He is and how I am connected to Him, and how He's my divine source, my infinite intelligence, that He's the energy source in my life, that He's the divine creator of this holy universe, and nothing exists outside of Him. I had to say that. So let's get back to this, the greatness of God. And I'm just reading it, like I said, like my teachers in the ministry of church, the pastors. I even preach myself, my people. I only preach what I know that people told me that I had to preach. And when I stopped preaching what people told me that I was supposed to be preaching in the way that they were giving it to me, I was sat down in the church. You cannot preach in my pulpit, but that was all fine with me, because by that time now, the creator of the universe was opening up my understanding through a higher level of consciousness, and I was growing from being in that low state of mind, learning those things that they were told me that was not me. It was okay. I took the seat and I sat down, and eventually I got myself up out of the church, and I got myself into the place of the divine creator. Now He is opening my spiritual awareness to a place like I have never imagined. That's why I use the Bible still, but the Bible is my roadmap. It's my blueprint to my higher, greater self. It's my consciousness manual, and that's what the Creator has shown me. So let's go. God's greatness is seen in the universe, my people. I'm going to call out a lot of scriptures and things again, because this is how the churches and the leaders and the pastors have taught me. I'm not saying that I'm agreeing with it. I'm not saying that I'm against it, but I'm not totally in agreement with everything that I have been taught. I agree with everything with what the Creator is showing me, and it's totally a little different. Some is a lot different, but I trust the universe. I trust the divine creator of this universe to give me my answers, which the answers is inside of me. But listen, people, God's greatness is seen in the universe, and the Bible says in Isaiah 45:12, I have made the earth and created man upon it. I even my own hands have stretched out the heavens, and all of their hosts have I commanded. The vastness of the universe as it has been revealed by the astronomers' telescope is altogether inconceivable. It staggers the imagination and defies the powers of human understanding. But the distance from the earth to the sun is computed at 93 million miles. People get these statistics, and you got to tell me this scientific statistics, because you got to tell me, how in the hell can man do all of this? Man is not responsible for the creator of this universe and everything in it. Ain't no way man can do all of this. So get this. The distance from the earth to the sun is computed at 93 million miles. Now listen, if you were able to journey to the sun, traveling at the speed of 200 miles per hour without any stops, it will take you 106 years to make the round trip. The sun is more than 1,000,000 times as big as this earth. And if the earth was if the earth, now listen, if the earth was as large as the sun, then everything on it were as large in proportion, then a man 6 feet tall here on this earth will be an eighth of a mile high in the sun, or on the sun. His arms from his shoulder to his fingertip would be 160 feet long, people. Get these, just imagine this. His eyes would be 9 feet in diameter. Then his nose would be 14 feet long, and his hair would be just like a haystack. Wow. These are mental images. Get that in your mind. Think on that. And this huge sun is a ball of fire, my people. Its great flames flashes 300,000 miles into space, and the sun is so hot that if the earth were thrown into it, my people, it will burn up completely in 1 minute time. In 1 minute, bam, the earth is gone. That's how hot that sun is. What man could have put that sun up in the sky, my people? So let me ask some questions here. How does the sun generate its heat and keep up a temperature of more than 12,000 degrees year after year, producing a heat that blinds and blisters even at 93 million miles? That's the hot sun. Can no man even touch himself to go near that without getting, burnt totally up, consumed? But let me tell you something. Who keeps shoveling coal into that furnace of that sun? And why doesn't it burn out and cool off? And these are questions. Think about it. Because the Creator's power is being displayed, my people. And it's the work of a great almighty hand. And we all now should know who that is. The creator of this universe. But we are still asking this question. Who is this God? And this huge sun about which I was just speaking is only a tiny little speck in the vast expanses of the heavens, my people. And then our own universe, what you call the Milky Way, is only one of the millions of others. And then the Milky Way is so big that it would take light traveling about or at 100 million years to travel from one end to the other. And these heavenly bodies are spinning. And they're spinning their way through the skies at such an amazing speed. Right now, we are moving at the dizzy speed of 1,000 miles per hour around the sun. And by this time next year, we will have traveled more than 9 million miles, all without a break. And we don't even know that we are moving, that we are always evolving. We are constantly transcending. We just don't know it. And we are traveling, my people, more than 9 million miles, all without a break in this machinery of this universe, this amazing planet that the creator of the universe created. And we're moving so smoothly and sacredly, so scarcely, my people, that anyone will know that we are taking a journey. They can't even imagine that they're moving, but we're all on a journey and we don't even know it. We're taking a journey through this universe and we don't even know it. The timetable of our movement is so accurate that astronomers can state years beforehand exactly when the next eclipse of the sun or the moon will take place. And the earth circles the sun every 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 48 seconds. And this pattern has been so accurate that it has not varied 1 single second throughout the past 1,000 years. Get that, people, get that. There was a guy named Abraham Lincoln. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he used to say this. I can understand how a man could look down at earth and be an infidel, but I could never understand how a man can look up at the night sky and say there is no creator. Whether he is God, my people, whether he is Allah, whether he is Buddha, whether he is Brahma, whatever that you want to say he is, whatever, it doesn't matter, whatever. There is a creator of this universe. Whether you want to call him Jesus or Lord, it doesn't matter, whatever. There is a creator of this universe. He's our higher, greater source, our infinite intelligence, our divine power. Surely, my people, the heavens declare the glory of the creator, and the firmament shows his handiwork. And he even said that we are his handiwork, created in his image and his likeness, so that we can show our praises and glory to him. Now listen, God's greatness is seen in the world of nature, and perhaps nature's most breathtaking wonders. Guys, all those birds out there in nature, boy, can't they sing? Oh yes, they can sing a song. But each year, more than 10 billion American birds move north and south according to a seasonal schedule. Their habits of migration are fascinating indeed. And some species arrive and they depart on the exact date each year. So how do these frail and feathered birds find their way over this long stretches of land and sea without a chart, my people, without GPS, my people, or even without a compass? How is it that they can return each summer to the same cluster of trees? Who gave them the instinct or the intelligence to do what seems like the impossible? Is this merely the result of a blind chance? No, because there's no chances, there are no coincidences, there is no accidents. We are all living in the divine timing and the divine plan of the creator of the universe. So it's no blind chances. When you see a bird flying across the horizon or building a nest in the tree in your backyard, you should think of the creator of this universe and his great wisdom and his amazing, awesome power. And you need to say, he's the creator of this universe. It doesn't matter what you call him. Just reverence and bow down to him. Then, it says that God's greatness is seen in all human bodies. Let me give you some scenarios on that. The more we probe the wonders of our bodies, people, the more that we are forced to agree with the psalmist David when he said that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. This house of clay, people, is our body, our spiritual temple, which we occupy during our lives here on this earth. It's a miracle. It is a miracle of creation, my people, in many ways. So listen to this. If you are an adult of about average height and weight, then your heart beats this many times, 103,689 times every day, my people, with no time to rest except between contractions. Do I need to repeat that again? I'm going to repeat again. If you are an adult, a grown-up person, you want to say it, of about an average height and weight, your heart, it beats 103,689 times every day with no time to rest except between contractions. Who can do all of that? Ain't no man has a mind to put that heartbeat into that order of rhythm. No, you gotta know there's a creator, a higher power. Listen to this. I'm gonna give you some more scenarios. The human ear is a most outstanding receiving set. The eyes is the most remarkable camera in all the world. And look at your hands, people. Look. Every time you look at your hands, you ought to take your hat off and bow your head and humbly thank the creator, God of this universe, for those amazing tools. He attached it to your wrist, people. And someone did some real planning when those hands of yours were designed. And you know it couldn't have been man. It couldn't have just been any little thing or machinery or whatever. It was the creator of this universe. He designed us perfectly and wonderfully. My people, our hands are bound up with all kinds of systems. There is the heating systems of the warm blood, the cooling systems by the way of the sweat canals, the nerve systems to activate the muscles, and then there are the lymph systems that lubricates the joints. I mean, this is just biology, science, my people. And you never gave thought to that, did you? Let me say it again. Someone did some real planning when those hands of yours were designed, people. Our hands are bound up with all kinds of systems. There is the heating systems of the warm blood, the cooling systems by way of the sweat canal. The nervous systems is to activate the muscles, and then you have the lymph systems to lubricate the joints. We never need to worry about oil in our hands, my people, for he have already supplied all the foods that we need to do that. And then the hand automatically, it lubricates itself. And your hand is so self-repairing as well, my people. So when you cut your hand or you burn your fingers, immediately, my people, notice your hand gets busy. It gets so busy repairing the damaged part that you have hurt. The region first gets sore. Of course, you have a little pain and hurt. And so you won't use it too much. So you give it time to rest. Because it's hurting, I'm not going to use it as much. So you allow it to have time to rest. But then, people, along come a protecting covering called a scab. And it's hurriedly it formed over that sore spot. And underneath that scab, my people, tiny invisible workmen are charting off damaged cells and replacing them with new ones. That is remarkable. That is remarkable, Creator. What a remarkable system that he has created. And he called this his temple. Our bodies are his temple. He pitched this tent inside of us when he blew his breath of life into our bodies. What an amazing and remarkable system that he has given us, this human body. My people, can you imagine the riches that will come to a man who could invent a car that will prepare his own dented fenders and smash bumpers in the same way? Surely these hands of ours should lead us to think of the creator of this universe, who people are calling God. But who is this God? Hands did not just come to be, people. The creator of the universe, God, is the great designer. His hands formed our hands. His hands formed our entire body when he created us from the ground of the dirt. And I'm concluding this, people. And I'm going to say this because I have this famous saying about a guy named Augustine. And I want you to listen to this very good. I didn't be out here. Augustine's famous saying is this: our hearts never rest until they rest in God. It's a great truth, and it expresses a universal need. Animals are satisfied with plenty. The ox, if he has plenty, he will lie down upon the grass and he will be content. The birds of the air are not troubled with the hopes and fears that possesses mankind. And the only creature in all the world that is not satisfied when he has more than enough, when he has plenty, is that unconverted man. Man is never content. Man is never satisfied. Man is always competing for more, to get more. He's never thankful, never sing. Most time people don't sing gratitude to the universe, because the universe, it loves gratitude. Man is always greedy and always competing for more, never showing gratitude. Most of the time being thankful. The only creature in all the world that is not satisfied, even when he has plenty, is that unconverted man, because he has not found rest in the creator God of this universe. He has not found the peace which surpasses all understanding. He has not found the truth, and he's wrestling with himself because he don't know who he is, and he's afraid of himself, what the creator God is showing him about himself. He's never satisfied because he never found rest. Or he never found who he is, his purpose, his life's plans, his goals. He never agreed with anything but other than what people tell him or her. People, our hearts will never rest until we rest in the divine creator, the infinite source, the higher power, because we are infinite beings, spiritual beings having a human temporary experience on this planet, my people. We are energy beings. We are constantly transcending, evolving all the time. Energy, my people, cannot die. I don't care how much you try to kill it. It cannot die because God, the creator of this universe, created everything with energy. We are energy people. So, my people, our hearts will never rest until we rest in the divine creator himself. But you say, I know there must be a God, but where do I find him? I know there must be a God, but where do I find him? That's a great question, my people. Listen, some people find it in their jobs. Some people find it in religion. Some people find it in worshiping Allah or worshiping God. Some find it in worshiping Jesus Christ. Some find it in worshiping their families, their children. Some find it in worshiping Buddha, worshiping their money. But let me tell you where I found God. People, I found him in me. I found him in me. And you can find him there as well. The same God who threw the stars out into the places in the universe, into the galaxies, from the tip of his fingers, my people, he is waiting now to change your life. If you would just let him, he will do it. He said, I want to do a new thing in you. Don't you know it? He's waiting to do something so amazing, so new. He wants to reveal himself to you. But we just got to let him, my people. And we just got to let him give us all the answers that we need about who we are, about who he is. He doesn't need to be defined by you. He doesn't need to be defended or about any one of us. Trust him. Trust the Lord, the creator of this universe, with all thy heart, and lean not to thy own understanding. And he will direct your path. He will direct you into the right place. He will answer that question. Who is this God? He's within you. He's your greater, higher source, your greater, higher energy, your greater power. He is the universe. And the universe, my people, is inside of you. You are the universe. You are God consciousness. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. He said it so plainly. He said, you are God's little children and children of the Most High God. And he said that the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven is within you. If you want to know who is that God, go deep within yourself, my people. Go deep within yourself and just allow yourself to move up to your higher, greater consciousness state of being. That's where he wants to get you. I don't know if you know anything about the 7 major chakras, my people. You need to study that. Because he wants to get you up to the highest point, the crown chakra. That is what I call the heaven. That is where he sits. He's within you. Who is this God? My people, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. You are God. I'll see you, my people, in the next video. Namaste. No debating. This is not a debating. It's not a dispute or argumented video. It's all about love, my people. And learning to grow to your greater higher self and getting knowledge and information and getting understanding. That's what the Creator desires all of us. I'll see you later. Namaste, my people. Bye-bye.